Hi everyone. Sorry about that. We're having some technical issues, but I'm here now. And my name is Rebecca Crisanta de Ibarra, and my daughter Yamish is going to join us a little bit later. First, I'm going to show you a video of a stop motion animation that I made with some stories from my family and from my tribe, my Lenca Nation. So I'll share that video now.
Cuando mi cuñada estuvo enferma, que le amputaron la pierna, le dieron los médicos que le echara miel de abeja.
Exacto.
¿Qué te acuerdas?
Sí.
Para granos, para...
Sí, cura el
porque
tejido.
desglore tiene vitamina.
Sí.
Sí. Y la miel de chicken, mi papá tenía miel de chicken. Él tenía manteca de culebra mazacuata,
Sí.
él tenía de tacuatín,
Sí.
él tenía de arroz,
Sí.
él tenía de zorrillo para la torta.
Ya, a mí me hicieron tomar eso.
De todo eso tenía,
Pero
y pulga de gallina india, todo
Locura.
tenía. Para con
Es que esa era la farmacia.
él y mi papá era tan inteligente. Si uno tenía dolor de oído con una jeringa tenía eso de con un polvo que se llama pergamanato.
Sí, para matar las infecciones.
Con eso me decía.
Sí.
Y vaya, mi hermano padecía de unas cuchillas que le llaman colondrinas, no sé cómo le decían. Así porque mi papá ya y una cuchillita así ya. El grupo, él ya estaba joven todavía porque Juan siempre que hacen las piedras para cuidar ya dice que cuando a él lo tuve de un año me cayó así que me maduró el pecho.
Mastitis.
De la depresión del
mastitis.
los varones no pueden dar mucho. Nomás dicen los médicos.
No.
Entonces, toma café, me dijo, porque eso sí, en ayunas nunca le gusta. Toma café, y me tomé un poquito de café. Vaya, porque en la noche yo no podía dormir.
Desde entonces se le quedó la maña del café.
No podía.
Sí, yo no podía dormir. Tráteme, dijo. Ya después, pues, gran dolor en el que me estaba madurando.
Sí.
Entonces, cuando me dijo, ya te va a pasar. Y atendí una toalla en la cama, como antes nosotros dormíamos ahí. A mí no me da vergüenza decir esto en cama de hotel, con petate.
Que eso era lo normal. Eso era lo normal, no habían camastrones. Petate.
Sí.
Fresquito era.
Sí, entonces ya me bajó la de culebra con una pluma, así que la desinfectaba. La cayena y la desinfectaba en el cuerpo y ya me pasó. Ya. Se me fue quitando, me dormí. Se me dormí. Que cuando me levanté, la toalla pegada, donde ya me había reventado, porque la manteca sirve para recoger o para retirar.
Exacto.
Entonces, ya, vaya, toma café, te voy a curar.
Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that. I'm going to show you on the table, I'm going to show you some of the instruments that were used in that video and also how I did it. So this was the first time I've ever done stop motion animation. And so I actually learned just to be able to share this story with you. So I cut these little animals out of paper. And then I used a program on my phone to make it. So if you want to try to do it at home with your parents' phone, you could download an app called Stop Motion. And then afterwards, I used some instruments to tell the story of the animals. So this is a flute that my husband made. It is a water flute, a rain flute. You could hear in the story that there was rain. And these are an old style of ceramic instruments made out of clay. This one makes the sound of wind. This one actually comes from Peru, but you put water inside of it and it makes the sound of birds. I don't know if there's water in there now. This one, I don't know if you can tell what it is. The jaguar missing his teeth. This one makes the sound of the jaguar. And then I had with the turtle, playing a turtle shell. And then you can also put it inside here. Or this one. And there were lots of shakers in there. There are 3 different styles of shakers here. These are called chichayotes, or an egg, or this, which is an armadillo. This is one of the animals that was in the story. And I also had a drum. And another instrument that's common in Central America, claves. Okay. And at home, you can make your own story and animate. You don't even have to have words to tell your story. You can just use sounds or music, any kind of noise to make the voice of your characters. So, for example, you can use what you have at home, like maybe you only have pencils. You can use those for claves or for drumsticks. You could use a bottle to blow over the top of to make a wind instrument. Or maybe you have something like a harmonica or a kazoo. Those make funny sounds. And I'll show you how to make a shaker. Mish, want to join me? So we're going to, this is my daughter, Mish. And we are going to make shakers with toilet paper rolls. So I have, you can use whatever you have at home, and you can run right now. I'll show you what you need. So you need something like this, toilet paper roll, or a paper towel roll, or it can be a Tupperware container, or you can make a tube out of paper and just tape it up, or it could be an old pop bottle. I'm in Minnesota, so we say pop here. You know, in the East Coast, you say soda. And then you need something to decorate with. I have these watercolor crayons, but it can be anything, markers or crayons or construction paper. And then you're going to need something to put inside of it. So I have a few options here. I have frijoles, arroz. All of them make different sounds. And I also have a coin jar for pennies. So I'm going to ask you, what do you want to make? Beans, rice, or pennies?
Rice.
Okay. So Yamish will make one with rice. I think I'll make one with, let's see, I'll do beans so we can see what this sounds like. I'll put the pennies away right now. Okay. So if everybody wants to go around in your house right now, if you don't already have something, find some kind of container or a toilet paper roll, some tape if you have it, something to decorate it, and it could be anything, just a pen or a pencil. And you might need a pair of scissors, or you can just rip it. Okay? Let's see. Go ahead. Go now. Okay. Here you go. All right. So we're gonna cut, it's just like a box. We're gonna put some little tabs here, about 1 inch. I'm going to cut 4 times in the 4 directions, just like we saw in the video. You can use this as scissors. I have other ones here. And we're going to cut on both sides so that we can fold these down.
Like that.
Yep. You can put more slits in it too. If you do more, it won't make it so boxy. It'll make it more round, like a cylinder. Okay, see, then it does make this little sticker box. And you could do a fold where you just tuck this in. You might need your mom or dad if you're little to help you with this part. But you basically do that to make it extra strong. I don't know if you can see that. Okay. And then we'll tape that down to make sure it's extra secure. There you go. If yours is extra secure, it might be okay there. For rice, you might want to cut a little circle to put in the bottom, but you don't need to. And let's see, I'm going to trim my tape so it has a nice clean edge. Maybe I'll even make it part of the design. Okay, I'm going to cut on the other side, these little tabs. Okay. And then, when you're ready, if it seems like there's no holes in there, I don't know if you can see that. It seems like there's no holes in there, then you can put your contents in there. So I'm going to use frijoles. Not too much because it won't make sound. You need the space around it to make the sound. So rice makes the sound of rain. Let's see, what does that sound like? Beans. The more there is, it makes a more dull sound. Let's see if I take some out. Okay, I like that sound. Maybe I'll add some pennies too. Okay, I like that sound. Now I'm gonna fold the top in just like I did the other side. And this is that part you might need help with, asking your mom or dad to do a box fold. I'm going to tuck them in so they weave together like that. There we go. So it looks like that. And then I'm going to make it extra secure again with tape. I decided I was going to make my tape part of my design, so I'm going to make it like a stripe all the way around. Okay, And then you can decorate it however you want. Got it? Okay. You could also cut, let's see. You could also roll, let's see, I don't know if you can see that, but put paper on it by making a triangle and cutting around. Let me show you on a different piece of paper. That's not. Okay, so I have this purple one here. I could cut out a shape and glue my shapes down, or I can cover the whole thing on the outside by rolling it to have an extra, and then cutting that flap and gluing or taping the flap down. So I'll show you just the idea of it. And then you could glue or tape that. And sometimes it's hard to move your decorations on a round surface, so if you want to do something like that, you could actually make your drawing on here, and then when your drawing is done, you could put it on there. So I'm going to do some of the patterns that were in the video. Just a simple geometric pattern. Okay. And I know that this isn't going to be strong enough, but I'm going to use glue and tape. I'm going to put a lot of glue all around the outside. And that's only because this is a really strong paper for making shadow puppets and cutouts. If your paper isn't that strong, then it might not be an issue. But because it's a strong paper, it's going to want to bend back to being flat. And then you could also make little circles for the top if you wanted, of a different color, or you could leave it however you want. Okay. Nice. Any difference? Are you going to decorate yours?
Yeah.
So I know I can't hear you at home, But while Yamisha's finishing her decoration, I'll just put these little puppets right here on the screen. You could think about how you can make voices for animals, and they can be with the same sound, but you can just use it in a different way. So use your whatever you have at home right now, even if it's just drumming on the table, and tell me, what do you think, what kind of sound would a jaguar make? Jaguars are, oh, I should go this way. Jaguars are big and powerful, right? So maybe it would be a strong sound. Okay, but what would a bunny make? What would a armadillo make? I don't actually know what armadillo sounds are in real life. I know that the armadillo represents foundations and important structures of society, so it might be a strong, steady beat. Something like that. And let's see, I have a turtle here, and I have a monkey. Monkeys are usually pretty silly, and they're the artists. So what kind of sound would a monkey make? Probably like a complicated beat. They're also scientists. That's something like that would be a monkey. And turtles are all about love, and they're kind of slow. So maybe I could So I hope that gives you an idea of how you can make something at home and make a story at home with just some paper and some things from your recycling, and use those sounds to give your animals voices. That's all I have for you today. Do you want to share yours? Yeah. I'm going to play the video for you one more time, and you can play your instruments at home, or you can just sit back and watch it again if you want. Thank you, everyone.
Cuando mi cuñada estuvo enferma, que le amputaron la pierna, me dieron los médicos que le echara miel de abeja.
Exacto.
¿Te acuerdas?
Sí.
Para granos, para
Sí, cura el
porque
tejido.
de gloria tiene vitamina.
Sí.
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 Y la miel de chicken, mi papá tenía miel de chicken. Él tenía manteca de culebra mazacuata.
Sí.
Él tenía de tacuatín.
Sí.
Él tenía de arroz.
Sí.
Él tenía de zorrillo para la torta.
Ya, a mí me hicieron tomar eso.
De todo eso tenía.
Pero
Y pulga de gallina india, todo lo tenía.
Locura.
Mira, para comer cosas.
Es que esa era la farmacia.
Él y mi papá era tan inteligente. Si uno tenía dolor de oído cerrado, con una jeringa tenía eso derecho. Decía con un polvo que llama pergamanato.
Sí, para matar las infecciones.
Con eso me decía.
Sí.
Y vaya, mi hermano padecía de unas putillas que le llaman golondrinas, me como le decían. Así porque mi papá ya y una cuchillita así ya. El grupo. Él ya estaba joven por la duda porque son siempre que se hacen las piedras. Dice que cuando a él lo tuve, de un año estaba, y me cayó aquí de maduro el pecho.
Ah, mastitis.
De la represión del
Mastitis.
los varones les puede dar mucho. Mi mamá dice, no me.
No.
Entonces, toma café, me dice, porque eso sí, en ayunas nunca le gusta. Toma café, y me tomé un poquito de café. Vaya, porque en la noche yo no podía
Desde
dormir.
entonces se le quedó la maña del café.
No, no podía.
Y yo no podía dormir. Trate, me dijo. Ya después, el gran dolor en el que me estaba madurando. Entonces, cuando me dijo, ya te va a pasar. Y atendí una toalla en la cama, como antes nosotros dormíamos ahí. A mí no me da vergüenza decir en
Cama
cama de
petate.
hotel, con petate.
Que eso era lo normal. Eso era lo normal. No habían camastrones.
Petate.
Petate.
Sí.
Fresquito era.
Sí, entonces ya, ya me bajó la de culebra
Sí.
con una pluma, o sea que la infestaba. La cayena y la infestaba en el cuerpo y ya me pasó. Ya.
Y era feder.
Se me fue quitando, me dormí.
Yeah.
Se me dormí, que cuando me levanté, la toalla pegada, donde ya me había reventado,
Sí.
porque la manteca sirve para recoger o para retirar.
Exacto.
Que, entonces, ya, vaya, toma café, te voy a curar.